there's three of them.
Yeah,
Boschers.
2 minutes ago, I just asked him, "Is there anything else that we need to do?" And basically, I just said, "Well, we think we're fine, but I just want to like double confirm." Because if he doesn't say anything.
He's got the lineup written down.
I need this.
McDonough's waiting.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tidewater Summer League Baseball. I'm Josh Davis here at Lakewood Park for a matchup between the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs and the Greenbrier Knights. On the mound is McDonough for the Sea Dogs.
He's got the pictures of the lineup I have to score.
The 1-2 is drilled up the middle for a nice single to lead off the game. So McDonough singles to start off this one. Now at bat is going to be Brody Miller. First pitch of Miller's at bat is in for a strike. That's a dropped ball, and McDonough will get in there for a steal at second. Proctor, the 1-1 pitch. It's outside for ball two. McDonough's been the Knights' best hitter all season long, and starting this game off with a beautiful single up the middle. Proctor drills strike two high. Miller couldn't catch up to the high heat. Proctor steps off, making sure McDonough's over there at second. Miller drills this one into deep center field, and it's over the center fielder's head for a ground rule double. Brody Miller. Huge hit. And the Knights will get on the board. Two hits for the Greenbrier Knights, a single and a ground rule double, and after McDonough's steal, they're up 1-0. First pitch of this at-bat is low, and Miller will get in there at third. Two steals already for the Greenbrier Knights. It's 1-0 on Kenny Shadle. Miller's now at third. After second pass ball, Proctor has not done a perfect job of keeping things in the zone so far. And he gets Shadle to swing at strike one. The 1-1 pitch. This is down the middle for strike two. Proctor. The 1-2, just high for ball two. The 2-2 pitch will be low. Full count on Kenny Shadle. The payoff pitch. This one's laced over to short. Nice grab over there, and the throw to first is errant. The run will score. Shadle stays at first. And an error over there at shortstop for the Sea Dogs. Bring in another run for the Greenbrier Knights. And get the first 3 batters aboard to start the first inning. Strike 1 in on Jake Tone. Still no outs in the inning. Tone is batting cleanup. And Proctor will check over at first base once again. The 0-1 is between first and second. And that'll be another single for the Greenbrier Knights. Tone with another hit. Now runners on the corners. The first 4 batters now gotten hits for the Greenbrier Knights. Proctor struggling a little bit on the mound to start this first inning. Now for the Knights, Diego Ortiz. He's in the 5 spot. Two 2-0 Knights. Ortiz fouls this one to the first base side. Oh and 1 on Diego Ortiz. Proctor struggling a little bit to start the game. Puts ball 1 outside. The 1-1 pitch from Proctor is fouled back for strike 2. And we're going to get a mound visit. Proctor struggling early. He's 1-2 on Diego Ortiz. And coach wants a mound visit. Coming back to action here. It's 1-2 on Diego Ortiz. The pitch is low, and he's coming home. And they got him at the plate. Tone will go over to second. And the Sea Dogs get the first out of the inning at the plate. Right after the mound visit from head coach Andy Castro. 2-2 after the out at home, and he gets him looking. Two pitches, 2 outs, back to back for the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. And now coming up for the Knights is Hill. He watches ball 1 go outside. That'll be strike 1. 1-1 count now. 2 outs for Proctor, trying to get out of the inning, just giving up 2 runs. Knights got 4 straight hits to start this ball game. And now he's 2-1 on Hill. Gets strike 2 swinging. And Proctor now a pitch away from getting out of the top of the first. The 2-2 pitch ripped into center field. And that's going to score another one. Another RBI for Hill and 3-0 lead for the Greenbrier Knights to start the game. Proctor gets strike 1 looking. Just caught the outside corner. And Proctor gets strike 2 swinging there. 0-2. He's already given up 3 runs here for the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. The 0-2 pitch. Just outside. And the runner on first goes. That's Hill. He gets the 3rd stolen base for the Knights this inning. And the 1-2, and he got him swinging. Proctor gets out of the inning, give up 3 runs. That'll be the top of the first. Welcome back to Tidewater Summer League Baseball here at Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis, and on the mound for the Greenbrier Knights is number 12, John Hawley. He's a junior at Point Park University and Bryant and Stratton College. He's from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Played for First Colonial High School, and this past spring in college he had 5 starts. Had 19 strikeouts, 17 walks, and an 8.89 ERA.
You have 3-0 because I somehow scored the dude safe on the pass ball and cannot go back. So right now I have 4-0 on the game changer. Should be. Yeah, it's 3, right? I'm trying to figure out how to edit that.
Hunter Bosher, I think.
Okay.
Hunter Bosher.
That starts off the at-bat 1-0. Hawley put it high. Batter is Hunter Bosher. And he looks at ball 2 outside. Bosher is going to Christopher Newport University. his game today. Ollie walks him on 4 straight pitches, and Bosher takes first base. A leadoff walk for Hunter Bosher. And the Sea Dogs have the potential to get things rolling and answer back after they gave up 3 runs in the first inning.
Justin Lycos.
In the 2 spot is Justin Lycos. Holly puts in his first strike of the day. Lycos, the second baseman, he's a sophomore at Christopher Newport University and from Chesapeake, Virginia. Runner goes, pitches a strike, and Bosher's in there for a steal. O2 count on Lycos. Ollie checks the runner, delivers, and Lycos puts it foul. Still an 0-2 count. Ollie puts ball 1 outside.
It's really ugly, and it might not be 100% right.
Ollie delivers the 1-2. And that one's got Lycos looking. Ollie gets his first strikeout of the day and the first out of the day for the Greenbrier Knights. Hunter Bosher's on second base. He walked and then stole.
Misael Garcia.
And now in the 3 spot, it's Misael Garcia. He's a junior at King University and also from Chesapeake, Virginia. Holly puts strike 1 in the box. Just got the knees of Misael Garcia. Ollie checks over second. Here's the 0-1, and that one's outside. Behind the dish for the Knights today is Luke Auf. The Knights have several fantastic catchers, and Luke is one of them. Runners goes, but we have a hit batsman as Holly drills Garcia in the head. Right off the top of the helmet. The Knights with a 3-0 lead, but the Sea Dogs got runners on first and second with 1 out to start off their first inning.
TJ McGowan.
And now is their cleanup hitter, TJ McGowan. He's a third baseman, freshman at Virginia Wesleyan, and he gets drilled. Back-to-back hit batsman for John Hawley. And the bases are loaded.
Spencer Sigmund.
In the 5 spot is the Sea Dogs catcher, Spencer Sigmund Jr., freshman at Bridgewater College. And the bases are loaded now for John Hawley. First pitch to Sigmund is fouled back.
I got Bosher getting 5. That's where we are, right? Sigmund's on deck.
Bosher fouls back strike 2. 0-2 on the shortstop, Luke Bosher. Holly's hit the last two batters, trying to get things going again, and he strikes out Bosher on 3 pitches.
This is Sigmund.
Now coming up is the catcher, Spencer Sigmund.
They did some jersey changes.
He's got the bases loaded and 2 outs, trying to answer back from the top of the first. Holly delivers it just low.
Because I'm like fairly confident as well.
Holly 1-0 on Sigmund. Trying to get out of a bases loaded jam. Sigmund grounds it back to him. It's over his head. They go to first, and they got him. Close play at first, but they get the catcher Sigmund, and John Holly gets himself out of a bases loaded jam to end the first inning.
Who's supposed to be leading off this inning?
It's a great.
This is
Hensley? Is it? I don't know. That on Trista, I might not be right.
I have McGowan or Bowen leading off.
I mean,
Bowen
that's
hasn't
probably
hit
right.
Yeah, is he leading off?
Who's before Bowen?
Tristan Hensley?
Who's before Hensley?
Jordan Hill.
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
I
then
remember
Bowen
Hill
was
hit.
the last out.
Okay.
Who was the last out?
So Hensley is leading off. Bowen
Yeah,
should have
that's
been the
what I
last
thought.
out.
Bowen hasn't hit. Bowen's hitting 8th. You just said he hasn't hit. Hensley was hitting 7, Bowen's hitting 8.
Oh, well, who's before Hensley?
Jordan Hill.
Did Hensley hit?
I thought Hensley hit.
Oh wait,
Is
who's
that
Jordan
23?
Hill?
Yeah,
I mean,
Bowen's
Bowen's
leading.
out.
You're right. No, I think Hill was the last out.
That's what I scored it as.
Okay, so I think it's Hensley.
Okay.
Yes, it is Hensley.
Wait, Hensley
Wait,
is
no, Hensley is one.
Hensley's
Bowen
one.
is
This
leading.
Bowen.
Oh, this is Bowen.
This is good because I had some interesting.
So they
Let's-
flip-flopped?
Let's just say Proctor's pitch count might be a little off. The score is correct though.
That's all that matters. Who cares?
Because that's the thing is my phone is so much smaller than
Welcome back to Lakewood Park. Here in Norfolk, Virginia, I'm Josh Davis. And it's 3-0 Greenbrier Knights over the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. They had a big first inning. The Sea Dogs loaded the bases, but could not bring any runs to answer. And it'll be Dylan Bowen leading off the top of the second. He's a sophomore at Richard Bland College and from Prince George, Virginia. This spring, in 26 games, he had 5 walks, 30 strikeouts, and a 141 batting average. Here's the first pitch of his at-bat, and it's in the dirt for ball 1. Bowen watches ball 2 inside. Bowen plays a little bit of everything. Whatever he can to get on the field. And he ropes this one towards the right field foul line. And it's a beautiful grab out there in right field. A fantastic running catch out there. And
Zach Will.
Proctor gets the first out rather quickly. Now up is the shortstop, Zach Will, for the Knights. Check swing, no he did not. And he'll now be 1-0. Will hit 171 this spring at Farley Dickinson. And he watches ball 2 go outside. One of the few D1 players on this roster. And he gets drilled. Runs over to first base. Zach Will, the first base runner for the Knights in the second inning. Who is this?
Luke O.
Now coming up for the Knights is Luke Alf, number 2, the catcher. Sophomore at Cayuga College. Had a couple nice plays last inning from behind the dish. Now he's trying to get the bat going. And he watches ball 1 go by. It's dropped by the catcher. Bowen goes, and he's got him. Oh, beautiful play in the field for the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. And they got 2 quick outs to start the second inning. An absolute dot from Spencer Sigmund to second base. And Owl fouls that one towards the parking lot for strike 1. 1-1 count now. Proctor deals quickly, and this one's hit over to second base for a single. Yes. Another hit for the Greenbrier Knights. And now, the Knights' best hitter, their leadoff man, Scott McDonough, comes up. Already gone through the order. It's 2 outs in the second inning. And a runner on first. McDonough watches strike 1 go by. Nice curveball there by Proctor. Scott McDonough ropes this one into left field, but is foul. 2 strikes. McDonough, a senior at Arkansas Little Rock, is the oldest player on this Greenbrier Knights team. Plays first base and pitches. And he's 0-2 here, with 2 outs in the inning. And Proctor's got him swinging. A nice answer from the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs as they breeze through the lineup in the top of the second. And they'll try to get the bats going once again in the bottom of the second.
Said 1 dozen. Yeah. Get another box of baseball. I don't know. That's cool. So he's
Alec Aguilar.
How many homers you had?
On the bench with the dude, I was really hoping I was getting the lineup today, man.
I mean, almost.
I was like this close again right
Yeah, I was gonna say almost everyone else is hitting. Yeah. You couldn't convince him.
No, he won't let me. Dude, I haven't hit 3 years.
Since senior year.
Since senior year.
You weren't a bad hitter in high school.
Nah, I just got no juice.
Yeah, that's true.
I got all the juice for this now.
Oh.
I just put Lycos at second. And moved Aguilar to DH or DH.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park here in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm Josh Davis, and we got a good game here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 lead for the Greenbrier Knights over the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. It's Alec Aguilar leading off the second for the Sea Dogs. The freshman at King University, went to First Colonial High School. He had a 310 batting average in his senior year of high school. And he fouls strike one off to start his at bat. Hawley, number 12, still on the mound for the Greenbrier Knights. Loaded the bases last inning in the bottom of the first, but he got out of it with a couple nice pitches and a couple nice plays in the field. His 0-1 pitch is high for ball one. Hawley, the 1-1 pitch is fouled straight back for strike two. Aguilar, the middle infielder, 1-2 against John Hawley, rips this one foul towards the right field side, and the count remains 1-2. Hawley puts ball two low and outside. 2-2 count now on Alec Aguilar. The 2-2 pitch. This one's drilled over the second baseman's head and into right field for a leadoff single for the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Aguilar is always going to find a way to put the bat on the ball. And he does that in his first at-bat of the day with a nice single into right field. Hawley is leaving runners on so far today, but so far he's got the Sea Dogs blanked and has not given up any damage. We will see if that can continue for him as the game goes on.
It's Trevor Self.
Hawley dealing to Trevor Self. And he throws ball one outside. Self is a freshman at Eastern Mennonite University. He's from Virginia Beach. Hawley gets him swinging at strike one. McDonough holding Aguilar on tight over at first base. Alex is definitely a threat to steal. Hawley goes for another pickoff move. His second attempt on Aguilar. Hawley's 1-1 here on Trevor Self. The pitch is high for ball two. The Knights with an early 3-0 lead, but the Sea Dogs doing their best efforts here to come back and answer. Hawley, the 2-1, in there for strike two. Fastball clipping the outside corner. And he's got Self 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, and the count is full. Aguilar still sticking over there at first base. And the count is full on Trevor Self. The payoff pitch. He's got him swinging. Hawley with another strikeout. And he's got Trevor Self swinging to get the first out of the second inning.
Quentin Adams.
Next up, the outfielder Quentin Adams. He's going to Patrick Henry Community College and is also from Virginia Beach. And Holly goes over to check at first once again. His third pickoff attempt on Aguilar over at first. You could say he's worried about Aguilar stealing. Holly, the first pitch to Quentin Adams, and it's just foul down the third base line. Almost a nice swinging bunt there by Adams, but it hits the grass and goes foul. Holly, the 0-1 pitch. A curveball called for ball one. Almost came back to the inside part of the zone, but couldn't quite get it to clip the corner. One and one on Adams. This one's grounded over to second. He goes to first and they get the out. Aguilar gets over to second safely. But they get Adams out at first. And now there's 2 outs in the inning for John Holly.
Jody Morris.
Jody Morris comes up for the Sea Dogs. A freshman at Virginia State University from Amelia, Virginia. And he takes strike one looking. Aguilar's over at second. No hold on him over there. And Morris takes ball one low. Morris played high school ball with Knights player Colt Cundiff. And this spring, in his 28 at-bats at Virginia State, he's got a 179 batting average. Holly puts strike 2 on the outside corner. And he's a strike away from another clean inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another curveball, and this one's left high. Holly hasn't been perfect today, but he's done the job. 2-2 pitch on Jody Morris, and he's got him swinging. John Holly, 2 strikeouts in the second, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Greenbrier Knights going into the top of the third.
That guy used to come up to me. His team went to the community college this year, Paul Duquette. So
I've heard of like one of the colleges that these players play for.
Yeah.
Like none of the players play for places that like I know.
well, what do you? This is like a. It's not a. It's not like it. This is Cape Cod League. So
pretty.
Pretty close.
I mean, you get all you want.
I got offered to
not
go to the
pretty.
Cape Cod League, but I wouldn't have been able to get housing.
Still,
huh? What did you say?
I got offered to go to the Cape Cod League, but I wouldn't have been able to get housing.
They weren't offering housing with it. I thought they did like hosting at least.
I didn't want to.
No.
No, I wanted my own place.
Wait, which team?
It was just the league.
Can't be mean and then not say hello.
No, he's ugly. So.
You're looking better than.
the pitch count is probably off with Proctor. I'm just like really lucky. I had the right guy out for the second inning. Otherwise, I was gonna have to undo him. I don't know if it's
Welcome back to Lakewood Park. Proctor puts in strike one on Brody Miller in the 2 spot. Miller put a ground rule double into center field in the first inning, and he watches ball 1 go by here in the top of the 3rd. The 1-1 pitch from Proctor is in for a strike.
I hope they don't use all those game balls.
1-2 on Miller, and it's outside.
What am I supposed to be like? No. Like what? Say like you're running game balls and like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
2-2 on Brody Miller, and he leaves it high for ball 3.
Walk around and see if there's any balls that I can like salvage. Something tells me that there's like a shortage.
Proctor, the payoff pitch. And he's got Miller looking. Just clips the knees. And a strikeout to lead off the 3rd for Virginia Beach. The Knights leading 3-0 after a big first inning. Proctor puts ball 1 outside on Kenny Shadle. Shadle, freshman at Lewisburg College, also from Virginia Beach. The 1-0 pitch is up for ball 2. 2-0, and Proctor puts that high for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch is in the dirt, and Shadle will take his free base. Now the Knights will bring up Jake Tone with Kenny Shadle on first base. Tone, a freshman at Old Dominion. And Tone takes strike 1 looking. Tone had a hit in 5 ABs this season. His lone hit was a triple against James Madison University. Proctor goes and checks on Shadle at first base. And now he deals. And Tone fouls off strike 2. Proctor's 0-2 now on Jake Tone. Diego Ortiz on deck. And the 0-2 pitch to Tone is ripped over to short. He goes to second to double play. They won't get the guy at first. Tone gets over to first on the fielder's choice. But they get Shadle at second. And the Sea Dogs have 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Still a runner at first. And Diego Ortiz takes strike 1 looking.
Good, how are you?
The 0-1 is outside. The 1-1 from Proctor is outside. A pickoff attempt over at first on Tone. It goes into right field, and he'll take second base.
Who's that error on the catcher or the first baseman?
Yeah, the catcher. Two one on Ortiz, fouled straight back for strike two. Tone took second on Self's error. Tried to pick him off over at first, and it went into right field. And Ortiz strikes out swinging to end the inning. Proctor gets out of the top of the third pretty cleanly. But the Knights still lead 3-0 going into the bottom half.
Yeah, they have two catchers in the starting lineup. One of them's in right field, though, I think.
It's all good. We're learning.
Yeah, I almost screwed Game Changer up really.
It's a learning experience.
Dooley says I'm doing great.
Hey. Okay.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my parents are listening.
That's nice. How many? Do you know how many listeners you have?
I could look, but I don't want to mess anything up on accident.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because the other day it would show it, but today it's not. It's just weird giving that, yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's not showing anything.
He said throw stuff in the dugout. That's what I heard. He said that's where our storage is.
Who's leading off this thing? Do you know who's leading off this thing?
I can check. That 35. Oh crap! No. Lopez. Something Lopez.
Jacob Lopez.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park here in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm Josh Davis. We got a 3-0 game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. The first baseman and outfielder Jacob Lopez is leading off the third inning for the Sea Dogs. John Hawley's still on the mound. He's given up some base runners, but he's been perfect so far at keeping runs off the scoreboard. And he leaves ball one outside. Lopez, a redshirt freshman at St. Andrews University. He puts this one over to third, and he'll be in there safely without a throw. Third baseman.
What do you got?
I'd say shortstop too.
Lopez safe at first on an error.
I'm giving it to the third baseman.
And Hawley once again starts off an inning with a base runner. Now up will be Hunter Bosher. And he swings at strike one. Bosher going to Christopher Newport University. And Hawley's got him 0-1 right now. Jacob Lopez over at first. Here's the 0-1 to Hunter Bosher. He fouls it off towards third base. Two strikes on Hunter Bosher. Hawley trying to add another strikeout to his line for the day. And he's got him looking.
Is that a swing?
Bosher struck out, and now up is Justin Lycos. Second baseman watches ball one go by. Lycos and Robert Hatcher are the two oldest players on the Sea Dogs, and both of them are sophomores. Holly spikes that one in the dirt, and Lopez gets a free base over at second. Holly, the 2-0 pitch on Justin Lycos. Lycos flips it over the second baseman's head and into right field. Lopez comes home. The right fielder dropped the ball. And the Sea Dogs get on the board. Miller over in right dropped the ball, and Lopez able to get home.
Were you giving him an error there? I couldn't see.
Because he stopped and then he saw he didn't have the ball and he took off.
Like the ball rolled by the right fielder, or the right fielder dropped the fly ball.
He didn't drop it. That ball's a ground ball. Yeah, it was a ground ball. In like field goal.
Now up for the Sea Dogs is Misael Garcia. He fouls strike one straight back. Bosher with the first RBI for the Sea Dogs today. Holly had done a great job of keeping runs from crossing the plate so far today, despite getting in some danger in the first two innings. But this time the Sea Dogs break through. He's 0-1 on Misael Garcia. The runner goes, and Bosher's in there with another steal, his second of the day.
That was Lycos. Who stole the bat? Just a... See, it's early. We're still learning names.
Holly, the 0-2 pitch on Garcia, and he's got him swinging. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Lycos over on second.
TJ McGowan.
And coming up for the Sea Dogs is TJ McGowan Jr. Holly checks on Lycos and delivers the pitch. McGowan fouls it off for strike one. The Sea Dogs gave Holly some trouble in the first two innings, but were unable to score any runs. But here, Lycos single into right field gets him through with a run. Lycos goes and takes third. Another steal for him. Miller probably could have prevented that run with a clean play in right field, but he was unable to. It looked like Lopez was being held before Miller mishandled the ball. And that's how the Sea Dogs scored their first run of the game. The 1-1 on McGowan is low. Lycos all the way on third now. No room for a sac fly because of the 2 outs. 2-1 on TJ McGowan. Right back to Holly, and he makes a beautiful grab to get the third out of the inning. Holly strands Lycos at third with a beautiful play in the field all by himself. And it's 3-1 Knights going into the fourth inning.
This is connecting better than when I was at the field enrichment.
Really? That's my iPhone. Well, that's got
It makes no sense. I've had zero issues.
Playing with the middles.
They got to stop what?
Playing with the middle infielders. God, wait.
No offense, I'm pretty sure you're the only person here who cares.
Well, I want our stats to be right.
Aguilar's a
Oh,
second.
was there like a switch in the middle infield? Is that why you're upset? They keep switching.
Aguilar's back at second, isn't he?
Who's sitting opposite?
Who's at short? Which one is at short? Is that-
Jordan Hill.
No, for the Sea Dogs.
Jordan Hill's leading off.
Who's at short?
Short.
I'm gonna add Corbin McLeod to the bottom order.
Okay.
So now I'm batting 11.
That's
Okay,
a good
cool.
idea,
Thank you.
Coach. That's a good idea.
We'll just say it's-
Welcome back to Lakewood Park here in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm Josh Davis. It's a 3-1 ball game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Casey Proctor leading off this inning, and he gets strike one on Jordan Hill. Hill grounds it over to second. It'll be a close play because of his speed, but they get him easily. Beautiful play over there to start the inning for the Sea Dogs. Sea Dogs are down 3-1, but they have made several really nice plays in the field.
Tristan Hensley.
Now up for the Knights is Tristan Hensley. Check swing, he did not. And it's 1-0. Hensley hit .278 this year at Emory and Henry College.
How's it going?
Proctor gets strike one swinging. 2-1 count now on Tristan Hensley. Hensley foul strike two back. 2-2 count now.
Go to baseball.
The lefty Casey Proctor, he's undecided. He's pitched a solid ball game today for the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. And he puts ball three high. Full count on Tristan Hensley, and he fouls that one off. Staying alive.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
The payoff pitch to Hensley. He grounds it over to third. And a nice pick at first base gets Hensley out. 2 up, 2 down so far for Casey Proctor and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs.
Too. Look.
It's Jody Morris.
See who's at third? It's TJ McGowan. He's at third.
I thought it was Jody Morris.
Oh, crap. That's the
Proctor now to Dylan Bowen. Puts this one just foul into right field.
the PO's playing first base. Wow. Not even.
Wait, was that the guy who came up?
Yeah, that's my buddy. I play travel ball with. We'll screw around with it in between it.
Proctor 0-1 on Dylan Bowen. and he puts ball one low. The 1-1 pitch. In there for strike two. Casey Proctor, a strike away, and he gets Bowen swinging. A 1-2-3 inning for Casey Proctor and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs, and they go to the bottom of the fourth, down 3-1.
For them, I do.
Aguilar? Or no?
Bosher.
Bosher.
Which Bosher?
Lucas. Luke Lucas.
What did he do his first time?
One sec. No, he's over.
He said McLeod was catching now, right?
No, he said McLeod was added to the bottom of the lineup.
Oh, he's just, okay.
Because if you notice, we got Luke
Yeah.
behind the plate still. Very respectful.
Welcome back to Tidewater Summer League Baseball here at Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis, and it's a 3-1 ball game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. John Hawley still on the mound. This will be his fourth inning of work. He's pitched pretty well so far today. He's got some runners on base, but held things in check, only giving up one run. Leading off this inning for the Sea Dogs will be Luke Bosher. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Holly, the first pitch of the fourth inning, Bosher drills it down the third base line, but just foul. Bosher going to Christopher Newport University. The 0-1 from John Hawley. He's outside. One and one to Luke Bosher. A swinging bunt towards third, and he's going to get in safe. A swinging bunt towards third base for Luke Bosher to lead off the fourth inning for the Sea Dogs.
Spencer Sigmund.
Now up for Virginia Beach is Spencer Sigmund, the catcher. Freshman at Bridgewater College. And he's got Luke Bosher over at first base. Hawley checks on the runner, and the delivery, Sigmund fouls it off towards right field.
How's it going? Feeling stressed at all?
Hawley checks on the runner, and he just gets back in time. Bosher almost got caught napping over there at first base. Hawley's tried several pickoff attempts today, hasn't gotten a single one, but that was certainly his closest. He tries another one. 2 straight pickoff attempts from John Hawley on Luke Bosher. Finally, the 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. Alf keeps it in front of him, but Bosher gets second base.
Give him stolen base. Or do we go wild pitch? You guys think wild pitch? That's what I think too.
Bosher takes second on the wild pitch from Hawley. And he's got Sigmund 1-1. Sigmund drills it over to first, but it's foul.
That looked like close to being fair. I can't really see anything over there.
1-2 on Spencer Sigmund Jr., the catcher for the Sea Dogs. Hawley's got Luke Bosher over at second base. It's grounded up the middle, off Hawley's gloves towards second base, and they make the play. Beautiful play by the Greenbrier Knights, and they get Sigmund over at first base. Bosher heads over to third, but they get the first out of the inning.
McDonough is now at first base, but I can't see first base.
Alec Aguilar.
Bosher on third, and Alec Aguilar comes to the plate for the Sea Dogs. Aguilar swings at a high one, and that'll be strike one. That one was at his eyeballs.
I was busy making a little change.
The 0-1, and it's fouled towards right field.
He's 1 for 1, in case you care.
What was the hit?
Single to right.
Aguilar had a nice single to right field in his first at-bat, but he's 0-2 now on John Hawley. The 0-2 pitch in there for strike 3, and Hawley gets Aguilar looking for a 3-pitch strikeout. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now up for the Sea Dogs is Trevor Self. He struck out in his first at-bat. He's got Luke Bosher over at third base, and he takes ball 1 inside. The 1-0 pitch on Trevor Self, and he's got him swinging. The difference in how these two pitchers work is really interesting. Hawley really takes his time out there as he puts the ball too high, and Proctor usually is ready to throw as soon as he gets it. The 2-1 pitch here on Trevor Self. It's outside for ball 3. Two outs in the inning for the Knights, but Self has got a 3-1 count here. John Hawley trying to preserve the 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 3-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Self was looking for the walk. 2 outs, full count in the bottom of the fourth. 3-1 lead for the Greenbrier Knights. Luke Bosher on third base. The payoff pitch is high, and Holly walks Trevor Self. And now he's got runners on the corners.
Quentin Adams.
Now coming up for the Sea Dogs is Quentin Adams.
Let's go.
He's got runners on the corners here with 2 outs. First pitch, a fastball is high. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and the runner gets second base without a throw.
Do we say defensive indifference or stolen base?
Indifference.
Why don't you give him a stolen base because he's a catcher?
1-1 on Quentin Adams, and it's ball too high.
Like there wasn't a throw or a walk. I just want to snap at some of these guys.
Gotta earn.
You know, the Sea Dogs would have like 40 stolen bases.
2-1, it's in there for strike 2. Holly once again a strike away from ending the 4th inning. He puts it in the dirt, and now the count is full. He walked Self with a full count. Now a full count here on Quentin Adams. The pitch is high, and the bases are loaded for the Sea Dogs.
Morris Ford.
Now coming up is Morris Ford. The bases loaded with 2 outs for the Sea Dogs. Ford swings the first pitch and fouls it off.
You could go get this guy. Go get the base.
Ford trying to get some runs, answer back, and he takes ball 1 high. 1-1 count now on Morris Ford. 3-1 lead for the Greenbrier Knights, but the bases are loaded here for the Sea Dogs in the bottom of the 4th. John Hawley, the 1-1, can't drop it in there, and it'll be ball 2. Hawley's done a fantastic job of keeping runs from crossing the plate as Ford fouls off strike 2.
On the hop. On the hop, Will.
The Sea Dogs with their best opportunity of the day so far. It's a 2-2 count on Morris Ford. The pitch, fouled off once again.
Get those hours. And those snaps. I guess someone's got to do that.
He shows off the arm.
Short off it.
John Hawley, a pitch away from getting out of The bases loaded jam. He's 2-2 on Morris Ford. Here's the pitch. And he's got him swinging. John Hawley strands the bases loaded. And the score remains 3-1 going into the fifth.
How's the arm feel?
It's not a good throw, but it's whatever.
Your wings a little tight.
Yeah.
John.
I feel like my unofficial responsibility now is foul
Yeah,
ball
me
getter.
too.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun.
Is this a new pitch?
Yeah, 18.
Was not among my needed materials.
This is David Fall, I hope,
How'd you know that? Pitching?
because it looks like him.
Oh, you know him.
Because I remember him from the Outer Banks game.
Oh, okay.
What number is that?
Yeah, because I don't have an 18. There's no
Yeah, we're
18.
missing like half of the Sea Dogs jersey numbers. Let you know, we ball.
Can you? Where's Will?
I don't know what.
The names is never here when you.
What do you need him for?
I need him to ask.
He's talking to that guy right there.
Huh? What do you need to ask him?
Do you know for sure that that's the pitcher?
Yeah, it's David Fall. I mean, we can like confirm. See, Josh. What you do is if you want
Zach-
to wait, they'll
Zach
say
Will.
they'll say something like "Let's go," whatever. Right at him.
Okay.
I'm fairly confident that's who it is.
Well, welcome back to Lakewood Park here in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm Josh Davis. It's a 3-1 game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. John Hawley stranded the bases loaded last inning to keep the Sea Dogs at bay. And Virginia Beach brings in a new pitcher. It's David Fall. And the batter for the Knights is Zach Will. He takes ball one high. Will watches ball one high and then ball two low. He fouls that one off the catcher mask. 2-1 count on Zach Will. The 2-1 pitch in there for a strike.
See, David. That's a pretty useless. I don't really know what you call it.
The 2-2 pitch, and Fall has Will swinging for the first out.
Is there even a point when they keep switching them every inning?
David Fall with a strikeout to lead off the fifth inning. And the catcher, Luke O, watches ball one go by. O is a sophomore at Cayuga College and from Edmiston, New York. And he watches strike one go by. 1-1 count on Luke O. Fouls that one back way early on the timing. Fall has done a good job of mixing up the pitches so far. And he puts ball two outside. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt, but he's got O swinging. They make the play over to first base. And that's 2 up, 2 down for for David Fall and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. We got a pinch hitter coming in. It's Corbin McLeod for the Greenbrier Knights. A very strong defensive catcher, but he hit 162 at Longwood this spring. And he watches strike one go by. Next pitch will be a ball way outside and in the dirt. McLeod here and in the 9 spot. And on deck is McDonough in the leadoff. McLeod, 1-1, takes ball 2 high. McLeod fouls that one off of the umpire. It'll be a 2-2 count. Two on Corbin McLeod, and this one's ripped into short center. And the Sea Dogs make the play. 1-2-3 once again, and the Sea Dogs building some momentum as they go into the bottom of the 5th.
Ever since that first inning, they've done the better team.
The Sea Dogs.
As a whole, yes, but they're still losing the game. They just had that big first inning.
Pitch and change.
Tom's there. An elite 7.4 ERA this year. That's pretty good, honestly, compared to the rest of the team.
You said elite though. Didn't have to say it.
I know.
Like lucky for college, it's not bad.
Yes, there's like 3 or 4 guys that are like in the 15, 16 range.
Just getting their work in.
It's like, how do you have a scholarship at that point?
Hit around.
Well, they probably don't have scholarships.
That's lower level D. That's what D3 means.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't have
D3 doesn't have
scholarships.
That's what I find there.
They just send an ice. He's coming back. I don't know if he found anything, but I saw him run down there, so I presume that means he was foul ball chasing.
Jacob Lopez, I think.
Jacob Justin.
What's the score?
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Yes, Jacob Lopez.
The manager doesn't know the score. I know there's not a scoreboard, but
That's kind of concerning.
Yeah.
Where have their coaches?
Welcome back to Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis, broadcasting Tidewater Summer League Baseball. It's a 3-1 game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Connor Tomczyk comes in for the Knights to pitch after a strong outing from John Hawley. He's got strike 1. Jacob Lopez, he watches ball 1 go by. It's a 1-1 now. Tomczyk delivers the 1-1, and it's fouled off for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch by Tomzik is high. And he's got Lopez 2-2. Lopez drills this one over to short. It's going to be a close play, but the Knights get him. Tomzik gets Lopez for the first out of the inning.
Hunter Bosher.
And now coming up for the Sea Dogs is Hunter Bosher, the leadoff man. He takes a big hack at strike one. Tomzik spikes that one in the dirt. And a 1-1 count now on Hunter Bosher. The 1-1 pitch has got Bosher swinging once again. One and two count. Tomzik puts that one low for ball two.
Will, are that bathrooms locked over there?
I don't think so.
You want to go find out? Because I keep hearing people say about it being locked.
Is that us?
The 2-2 pitch once again in the dirt for ball three.
I'm sure one of the keys does something. I figure it's at least like a nice thing to do. Because I guess that's our job.
Full count. The payoff pitch ripped over to first base. And McDonough makes the play.
Oh, wait, that's not McDonough anymore.
Is it Shingle?
It's Shale. Buddy. No idea.
Actually, who is this?
This is Lycos. Justin.
Now up for the Sea Dogs is Justin Lycos. He fouls it off towards third base.
He's going for two.
Lycos has got the Sea Dogs' lone RBI today. He's got a broken bat off that foul ball. They're trying to get him another one. Connor Tomzik's done a good job on his first two batters of the game. And now he's got 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the fifth. And he spikes that one for ball one. He's put a lot of balls in the dirt, but he's gotten enough strikes and balls in play to be able to have 2 clean outs to start this inning. Lycos takes ball too low, and it's 2-1 count. Two and one on Justin Lycos is in the dirt once again. The 3-1 pitch. Lycos swings and misses for strike two. 2 outs, full count. Tomzik to Lycos, and he walks him. Almost had the 1-2-3 inning, but he walks Lycos on a full count.
Misael Garcia.
And next up for the Sea Dogs is Misael Garcia. He's 0 for 1 on the day, and he got drilled in the head in the first inning.
You love to see
Tomzik delivers, and it's fouled back for strike one. Lycos, a potential steal threat over on first base. And Garcia up to bat. Lycos goes, but it's fouled off for strike two. Lycos has to go back to first. And Tomzik's got Garcia 0-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the pitch. Fouled off once again. Garcia 3 pitches, 3 foul balls to start his at-bat. Oh and 2, Lycos goes, and Garcia drills this one into left. It's a fair ball. Lycos is chugging. He's going home. And Misael Garcia has an RBI double for the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs, and it's 3-2. Tomzik hung the curveball, and Garcia drills it down the left field line. Now coming up for the Sea Dogs is TJ McGowan Jr., and he watches ball one go high. Misael Garcia is on second after a huge RBI double into left field. Tomzik puts the ball too high as well. McGowan trying to keep the 2-out rally going and potentially tie up this ball game. He pops it up towards third base. And the left fielder comes in and makes the play. A RBI double by Misael Garcia gets the Sea Dogs their second run of the game. And we go into the top of the sixth with a 3-2 ball game.
It's like perfectly clean at this point. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the last one is. Okay. Way down.
Please tell me what inning in the score.
Behind that time.
It's 3-2, top of 6.
3-2, top of 6, and who's winning?
The Knights are.
That was the wrong answer. 3-2, top of 6.
Yes,
That what
ma'am.
you said? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna see if I can remember that till I get back.
They desperately need a scoreboard.
Yeah,
That's like a must-have for baseball.
I mean, that's like,
Even like my T-ball fields had scoreboards.
where did you grow up?
I grew up in State College. That's where I've lived my whole life.
How'd you end up down here?
My aunt and uncle are down here in Newport News, so I looked at this as a place that I it's not really, there's not much in State College right now. When students are gone.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis. It's a 3-2 ball game as McDonough fouls back strike one of his at-bat. David Fall still pitching for the Sea Dogs. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the fifth. And now he's got the leadoff man, McDonough, 0-2 after another foul ball.
That's our operations guy.
McDonough, a senior at Arkansas Little Rock, and Fall's got him swinging. Beautiful curveball, and McDonough can't lay off. And the Sea Dogs continue rolling.
Brody Miller.
Now up for the Greenbrier Knights is the right fielder Brody Miller. He had a ground rule double in the first inning, and this one slammed to right. And it's a lazy fly ball out there. That's 2 up, 2 down for David Fall and the rest of the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Next up for the Knights is Kenny Shadle, hitting in the 3 spot. Trying to get something started. Besides that 3-run first inning, the Knights have had very little offense as Shadle watches strike 1 go by. The 0-1 from Fall, and the curveball has got Shadle swinging. He is throwing a lot of those breaking balls, and they continue to fool the Greenbrier hitters. And the fastball is a ball, and it's 1-2 on Kenny Shadle. That one must have been outside. And Fall's got him on the next pitch anyway. A 1-2-3 inning, 2 straight of them for David Fall. And the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs look to continue their comeback in the bottom of the 6th.
It's only a matter of time before they take this game. They're getting several base runners every inning.
It's the defense. I think that's what Jack and Will said, is that the Sea Dogs defense is kind of questionable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was really bad. But that was one game though.
Yeah,
It's-
maybe they
tonight
were just
it's looked alright.
knocking the rust off.
Yeah.
I mean, tonight it's looked
'Cause
pretty good.
It was their very first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had like 8 errors in their first game.
Yeah.
They couldn't catch a fly ball.
I watched the Knights play the Chili Peppers. That game was ugly.
Well, the Chili Peppers are like a team called D1.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
But I haven't seen the Sea Dogs play yet, so this is my first impression of them.
actually they do have the Knights have 3 D1 guys on that team, I think.
They do.
So
I'm kind of upset. I tried
this
every
pitcher?
key in the bathroom. None of it.
still Tom Zach.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
That'll be a note I'll text Julie after the game. We'll try to use the
Who's leading off? Who's leading off?
who's hitting? Luke Bosher.
Yeah.
He's 1 for 2.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis. We got a 3-2 ball game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. It's Luke Bosher up to bat for the Sea Dogs. Still Connor Tomzik on the mound for the Greenbrier Knights. His first pitch of the 6th grounded over to third and picked up foul.
It's a good thing that was foul. He sailed it.
0-1 on Luke Bosher. Tomzik, the pitch. And he's got him swinging for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch from Tomzik is high for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch, and he's got him swinging. Another strikeout for Connor Tomzik. And the Knights have got the first out of the 6th inning.
Is Shadle still at first?
Yeah.
Here's Spencer Sigmund for the Sea Dogs. He takes ball 1 outside. He's 0 for 2 on the day. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Tomzik. Sigmund rips it over to short. And Shadle with the nice scoop over at first base. And Connor Tomzik's gotten the first 2 Sea Dogs out in the 6th inning. Now up for the Sea Dogs is Alec Aguilar. He's 1 for 2 on the day. The Sea Dogs have pretty consistently gotten runners on every inning since the first, as Aguilar watches ball 1 in the dirt. And Aguilar is their last chance to do so in the 6th, with 2 outs right now. Tomzik deals the 1-0, and Aguilar drills it in between short and third for an easy single. And once again, the Sea Dogs have man on base. Now up for the Sea Dogs is Trevor Self. They got Aguilar at first base with a 2-out single into left field, and Self takes ball 1 up. Tomzik tries to pick him off first, but Aguilar gets back in time. Aguilar goes. The pitch is a ball, and they got him over at second, stealing. A beautiful throw by Al. And caught stealing to end the 6th inning for the Greenbrier Knights. Connor Tomzik, despite giving up the run in the 5th, is dealing.
Bro, I need to buy some bug spray. Or we need to get like a tiki torch or something. Because this is crazy.
Can't even tell who's on the field.
Oh my gosh.
This is still David Falk.
Yeah.
Who's leading off this inning?
Still use practice balls as a keyboard.
Who is this hitting?
Tone. Jake Tone.
Old Dominion, 1 for 5.
You're sure that's Tone?
3rd string catcher at Old Dominion.
He's 1 for 2 tonight.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis. A 3-2 game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Jake Tone at the plate, and Fall has him looking for strike 1. Tone pops this one up to second, and the shortstop makes the play. David Fall continues mowing through Greenbrier Knights hitters as Diego Ortiz comes to the plate. Fall drops in the breaking ball for strike 1.
Yeah, I can see that one. That's bad. Awesome, thank you.
Fall puts that one inside for ball 1.
Well, probably too late. Look at those vibes. You should call my
The 1-1. Ortiz grounds it over to third, and they make the play.
Yeah, I don't think a game's been played here in a really
Jordan Hill.
since like the high school season. So
Wait, is this a pitch?
he's got a red hot. It's a pinch hitter. I think it's Mark with.
It's not Trevor Mason.
Yeah, Trevor Mason.
Fall pitching to Trevor Mason, and he puts that one in the dirt for ball one.
That was a ball, right?
The 1-0 pitch fouled back for strike one.
Yeah, go call. I'd call Dooley like right now. Like those lights don't work. That is a humongous problem. Like seriously.
Fall. The 1-1 is outside for ball two.
Like yeah, I'd call him right now.
Yeah. Fall. The 2-1 pitch is low.
I think as long as you stay like around here, you should be fine. There's 2 outs in the inning.
The 3-1 pitch is outside, and Fall gives up his first base runner of the night. It's a 2-out walk to Trevor Mason.
Colt Cundiff.
And now coming in for the Knights is Colt Cundiff, freshman at Methodist University. He watches strike one go by. Cundiff pops this one out over to center field, and Fall will get out of the inning despite issuing the 2-out walk, and will head to the bottom of the 7th. Still 3-2, Greenbrier Knights.
You got the lineup?
Yeah, I'll help him with that.
Should I just shoot him a text?
I'll call him up right now. I'm on the phone.
McCarthy's on the mound.
Okay.
John McCarthy. Yeah. He's like one of the few lefties on this team. He's got a 24 ERA.
Where's he go to school?
Marie and Henry.
That's D2.
Okay. Who's leading off this inning?
Josh is using my phone as a hotspot for broadcasting.
Self is leading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hotspot. Okay, so nothing's going terribly wrong. Yes. Yeah, we turned off the light. Or turned on lights about 7:15. Motions are fine, but like two the light poles, like on the first base side, like they're just not.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis. It's a 3-2 game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Starting to get dark here in Norfolk, Virginia. As we get past the 7th inning stretch and head to the bottom of the 7th, John McCarthy takes the mound for the Greenbrier Knights, one of the few lefties on this team. He's a junior at Emory and Henry College.
Is Cundiff at short? Is Cundiff at second and Mason? Oh crap. I think Mason's at third.
I can't see.
And coming up to bat is Trevor Self for the Sea Dogs. McCarthy relieving Tomzik. Holly and Tomzik both pitched pretty well, yielding 2 runs combined, and McCarthy puts ball 1 inside.
What number is that? I had 7. Cyclone's got 1. Cyclone's in center.
McCarthy 1-0 on Trevor Self, and he puts that one in for strike 1.
What number is that?
One.
1-1 count on Trevor Self, and he can't keep the bat from crossing the zone, and the check swing will make it strike 2.
Probably overtime.
The 1-2 pitch. He's got him swinging, and McCarthy gets the first out of the 7th inning and his first strikeout of the night.
Okay, so ask both coaches and the umps about what their thoughts are. Okay.
Slaughter.
It is Quentin Adams.
Self strikes out, and now Quentin Adams comes to the plate for the Sea Dogs. He watches strike 1 go by.
Okay. All right.
McCarthy, the first lefty
Yeah, with you. And
that the Sea Dogs have seen tonight. He's gotten a good start off to things after striking out Trevor Self.
that does make sense.
Adams watches strike 2 go by. An 0-2 count now on him. McCarthy. The 0-2 pitch is down. 1-2 now. One and 2 count on Quentin Adams. McCarthy deals, and he's got 2 strikeouts here to start the 7th inning. The southpaw, John McCarthy, dominating the Sea Dogs in the bottom of the 7th. And now coming up for the Sea Dogs is Morris Ford, the 3rd baseman. McCarthy puts ball 1 high. The 1-0 pitch. Inside. Ford turns to avoid the hit. And it's a 2-0 count. Two outs. Both strikeouts from John McCarthy. And Ford fouls that one off. It's a 2-1 count on him.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think I got everything. But okay. Yeah. So ask the umps and coaches what their thoughts are, and before I leave tonight, I'll go around and diagram what lights are on and off, and like where they are.
The 2-1 pitch from McCarthy is high and away, bringing the count to 3-1. Three and one on Morris Ford, and he holds back and takes the walk as McCarthy issues his first base runner of the night. It's a 2-out walk to Morris Ford.
Jacob Lopez.
And Jacob Lopez comes to the plate. A lefty versus lefty matchup. Lopez is 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch, low for ball 1.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. said, if the umps are canceling it, it's fine. It's fine and good enough. But at the end
The 1-0 pitch on Lopez, and he's got him
of the
swinging.
game, he wants me to talk to the umps.
Lopez couldn't hold off of the outside
Ask, like,
fastball.
what their thoughts are. Like, would it be safe to continue to do this, or should we move games up an hour? Because the lights have to get fixed by the city of Norfolk, and that's not going to happen instant. Yeah. So
1-1 count on Jacob Lopez. And it's inside for ball 2. Just off the corner. Yeah. 2-1 count on Lopez. And he swings and misses for strike 2. Two outs, 2-2 count. Morris Ford at first base. McCarthy deals, but it's high for ball 3. Full count on Jacob Lopez. The payoff pitch fouled and into the catcher's glove. Luke O with another fantastic play behind the dish, and it gets McCarthy out of the 7th inning. The Knights holding on to a 3-2 lead, going into the top of the 8th.
Sea Dogs have a new pitch. We're kind of screwed.
Why?
Unless you know him from previous games. Still the same one.
That's David Fall. Yeah, I mean, I think it's still playable, but
Oh wait, no, I have the pictures.
I think it's still playable, but at the same time, it is noticeably darker. No. But I mean, the umps haven't said anything, the coach hasn't said anything, so. I assume everyone's okay with it.
Austin or Isaac?
We got 2 innings left, so.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park for some Tidewater Summer League baseball. It's a beautiful night here in Norfolk, Virginia, and we got a big game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. The Knights holding on to a 3-2 lead. Nick Cleghorn at the plate, and he fouls off strike 1. David Fall still on the mound for the Sea Dogs. He's pitched a fantastic 2 innings, and he's come out for another. Okay. 1-1 now on Nick Cleghorn. And he puts it in for strike 2. He's really working that curveball. Cleghorn fouls it back. And the count remains 1-2.
That's a problem. Did not see that.
The 1-2, and he's got him swinging. Another strikeout for David Fall. And he continues to dominate this Greenbrier Knights lineup. Now coming up is Zach Will. A 171 average at Farley Dickinson this spring. Fall. And it's grounded right back to him. And Fall's got 2 outs now in the top of the 8th. And now coming up is the catcher, Luke Au. He's made several fantastic plays behind the dish. This catcher room for the Greenbrier Knights is very strong between Al, Tone, and Corbin McLeod. Al watches ball 1 in the dirt. Fall continuing to use those breaking pitches, but the fastball gets fouled back by Al. 1-1 count, 2 outs. In the top of the 8th, the pitch from Fall is in the dirt. Al at Cayuga College this spring had a .419 batting average, and he watches ball 3 go in the dirt as well.
Oh, who's playing first a little bit? Yeah, Eastside.
Okay. All right, honey. See you later. Hopefully you'll get to see him before you go.
The 3-1 pitch from Hill, and Al takes the walk. Fall has issued a couple base runners today. Both of them are walks. And head coach Andy Castro comes out to the mound to talk with his pitcher, David Fall. He's pitched a very strong 4 2/3 today.
He hasn't finished this inning yet.
Broadcaster, relax.
I'm just helping him get the information right so that when you can't see when you're, I totally agree.
The Sea Dogs opt to leave Fall in there. He's pitching to Corbin McLeod, one of the other catchers in this room. He's got Al on first base, and McLeod fouls it off towards the right field side. McLeod is 0 for 1 on the day. And David Fall is working to him with an 0-1 count right now. McLeod swings and misses on another curveball. That David Fall curveball has generated swings and misses time and time again tonight. He has purely been dominant. The 0-2 is low, and he remains a pitch away from sending us to the bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch from Fall is low again, and McLeod has worked the count to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, and he's got him swinging with another curveball. David Fall, simply dominant tonight. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Knights hanging on to a 3-2 lead.
He has 6 Ks. Which is pretty impressive.
I'm gonna have so many mosquito bites.
You doing okay over there, Will?
Yeah, I'm fine. What? I'm just running around getting foul balls, trying to open the restroom. That's not, I didn't mention that on the phone, but I need to tell everybody. I tried every key that I had, nothing opened it.
I don't know if that's our problem or not.
I mean, like,
It was
it's the
open
closest
earlier.
bathroom to us.
It was open earlier.
What?
Really?
I went in it.
Shoot. I don't know what the. Oh, if it was open earlier. No, that's not my problem. I didn't lock it.
Someone locked it, I guess.
Is there a bathroom that we can use?
It seems like there's some sort of maybe summer camp here or something.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we first got here.
This is still McCarthy. All right, who's leading off this inning?
1 second.
Bosher, Hunter.
Hunter Bosher.
Way to be specific since we have 3. Oh, there's so many Boshers. They all go to the same school too.
Welcome back to Lakewood Park for Tidewater Summer League Baseball. I'm Josh Davis, and we got a close ball game between the Greenbrier Knights and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. John McCarthy remains on the mound for his second inning of work. One of the few lefties on this Greenbrier team. And he'll be dealing to Hunter Bosher to lead off the bottom of the 8th. The Sea Dogs have battled hard after giving up 3 runs in the top of the first. But they have been unable to bring in the tying run. They're going to have 2 more chances to do it, as they got the leadoff batter, Hunter Bosher, at the plate to begin the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch from McCarthy is in there for strike 1. The 0-1 is fouled off. And McCarthy started off the inning 0-2 on Hunter Bosher. Bosher calls time. Here's the 0-2 pitch from John McCarthy. It's inside. The 1-2 pitch. This one's roped into right center field, and it's a leadoff single for Hunter Bosher. In that leadoff spot, he's been one of the strongest hitters in this Sea Dogs lineup, and he adds to his stat line for the day with another beautiful single and a right center field.
Justin Lycos, he's 1 for 2 over there.
Now up, trying to start a rally. It's Justin Lycos. He's 1 for 2 for the ball game, and he lets strike 1 go by. Bosher goes, and the catcher drops it. Owls made several solid plays behind the dish, but can't get a handle on that one. And Bosher swipes second. He represents the tying run. The 1-1 pitch inside on Lycos. The Sea Dogs have been aggressive on the base paths all night. You wonder, because of the importance of this run, does Bosher attempt to steal third? The 2-1 pitch fouled straight back, and the count moves to 2-2.
That's our fearless leader.
Still no outs in the inning, as the Sea Dogs attempt to try and tie up this ball game in the bottom of the 8th. Bosher dances around to second. It's hit just down the third base line and bounces foul. The swinging bunt from Lycos almost earned him a single, but it was picked up in foul territory. John McCarthy. 2-2 on Justin Lycos. Bosher goes, and this one's destroyed. Deep center field, over the head of Cleghorn, and it's going to be a double, a ground rule double.
Yeah, that's great.
And Lycos put it over the head of Cleghorn in center field and bounced it over. A ground rule RBI double from Justin Lycos. Gets Hunter Bosher home. And the game is tied 3-3.
Yeah, it's Misael Garcia.
It's 1-0 on Misael Garcia.
Quality Camp Community College. He just committed to King College.
He lets strike one go by. 1-1 count on Misael Garcia.
He's 1 for 2 with a double. RBI double.
He had the RBI double earlier to bring the Sea Dogs a run closer. The runner goes, but he fouls it behind him for strike 2. Lycos trying to steal third and get the Sea Dogs a base away from taking the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Still no outs. John McCarthy on the mound. He's got a ball and 2 strikes on Misael Garcia. Justin Lycos dancing around on second base. And this one's ripped into center, straight at Nick Cleghorn. And Lycos holds at second base.
Yeah.
Hitting center, yeah.
Are you really gonna go choose that ball down? Yeah, it's straight away center. TJ McGowan.
TJ McGowan.
After Garcia's pop out into deep center, it's TJ McGowan coming up to the plate. The runner goes, and he's in there at third. Lycos gets another steal.
Is that a ball or
There's a ball. And the Sea Dogs are now 90 feet away from taking their first lead of the ball game. 1 out and a 1-0 count on TJ McGowan Jr. This one's fouled off in the right. First strike 1.
you see that?
McCarthy's pitched well tonight, but he's starting to give up some big hits into the outfield. The Sea Dogs tied the game with a Justin Lycos ground rule double. And now he's on third. McGowan fouls off strike 2. One and 2 count on TJ McGowan Jr. John McCarthy trying to get his second out of the inning. The 1-2 just outside.
That's a heck of a spot.
It's a little off.
For D3 strikes.
The 2-2 pitch from John McCarthy in there for strike 3. The curveball comes in and clips the outside corner. And they catch McGowan Jr. looking for out 2. Now coming up is Luke Bosher, 1 for 3 on the day, trying to get in Lycos from third. All they need is a hit. Here's the pitch from McCarthy, and it's inside.
One of the lights is out in center field too. The top one. The top left. That'll play well.
The 1-0 pitch to Bosher, and it's fouled back. The count is 1-1. The Sea Dogs 90 feet away from taking their first lead of the night. Luke Bosher is at the plate, and he takes the ball too low. John McCarthy trying to get out of the jam, keeping this game tied. The count 2-1. McCarthy deals, and it's tipped into the catcher glove for strike 2. The Greenbrier Knights a strike away from sending us to the ninth inning, tied at 3. And Bosher fouls it back. Still 2-2 on Luke Bosher. Trying to get a hit and get Justin Lycos home and take the lead. The pitch is high, it's off the catcher glove, and Lycos is in there. A pass ball and Lycos steals home, and the Sea Dogs take the lead 4-3. A 2-2 wild pitch from McCarthy sends Lycos home with 2 outs. And the count remains full now on Luke Bosher. Bosher fouls back another one, keeping the 8th inning alive. The Sea Dogs breaking through for 2 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. A ground rule double, and then a pass ball and a steal of home. As Bosher takes ball 4. Bosher walks, and the catcher Spencer Sigmund Jr. comes to the plate for the Sea Dogs, trying to continue their 2-out rally in the bottom of the 8th. Sigmund takes strike 1 looking. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but this would be a pretty big hit to continue the rally. The 0-1 pitch is inside, and McCarthy's got Sigmund 1-1. The 1-1 pitch grounded down the first base side, but foul. Once again, McCarthy a pitch away from getting out of the 8th inning. The Knights now losing 4-3 after a 2-run 8th inning from the Sea Dogs. The 1-2 is high, and Al makes a nice play to keep it in front of him. Two outs, 2-2 count on Spencer Sigmund Jr. The pitch from McCarthy. This one's ripped into right center field. It's past the center fielder. The runners are going. The ball gets in, and it's an RBI double for Spencer Sigmund Jr. It's his first hit of the night, and it's a big one, as the Sea Dogs score their 3rd run of the 8th inning and take a 5-3 lead. The 2-out rally continues, and what was a 3-2 game for the Knights is now a 5-3 game for the Sea Dogs, as Alec Aguilar comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the day, and has been one of the Sea Dogs' strongest hitters of the game. Aguilar pops this one over to left field. He got a bad break on it, and it falls. Aguilar gets to second. The left fielder had a horrible first step, and Aguilar gets another RBI double for the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. The lead is now 6-3 after a 4-run 8th inning for Virginia Beach.
I don't think that's an error. He dove. Unless it's Trevor himself.
Trevor Self now at the plate, and he watches ball 1 go by. A massive 8th inning as the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs break through in a huge way with a 4-run 8th inning, and they still have an out remaining. McCarthy has a 1-1 count on Trevor Self. The pitch inside,
That's a wild pitch, right?
and the runner takes third on the wild pitch. Aguilar now on third. And a 2-1 count on Trevor Self. McCarthy opened the inning pretty well, but cannot get the final out of the 8th inning. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back for strike 2. Two outs. 2-2 count for John McCarthy on Trevor Self. He deals and Self fouls it off.
It's funny. 50 different coaches, like, Coach Swamp doesn't say.
McCarthy, the 2-2 pitch, and Self stays alive by fouling off another one.
You haven't got to hurry your
Trevor Self fouling off, strike 3, keeping the 8th inning alive. John McCarthy, once again, a pitch away from ending the 8th. And he got him swinging. Trevor Self swings and misses on the curveball. But the Sea Dogs get 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead, as now they remain a half inning away, 3 outs, from getting the comeback win over the Greenbrier Knights.
go.
It's Austin Wells.
Good that, like, combined, we, like, just know some of these guys, so it works out.
Wells is the only player on the Sea Dogs not from Virginia Beach or Chesapeake. That is my fun fact for him. Yeah, that's my fun fact for him.
There's no way that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I know you said the first base dugout, and I don't completely doubt that because I see stuff in there. But like, one of y'all like to ask Dooley, like to confirm, like storage does go in there, like the table and the chairs and stuff.
I'll text.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
We're 3 outs away. This has been so much fun, but I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
Don't sound sarcastic. see this.
This has been a good game, though.
Yeah, at least the game's been interesting.
Yeah, this has been a good game.
If it was a blowout, it'd be way less fun.
Welcome back to Norfolk, Virginia at Lakewood Park. I'm Josh Davis. And the Sea Dogs took a 6-3 lead in the bottom of the 8th after getting a 4-run inning on a 2-out rally.
Scott McDonough.
And it's the leadoff man, McDonough, at the plate. He looks at strike one.
He's 1 for 3 on the night.
McDonough's 1 for 3 on the night. And he takes ball one from Austin Wells, the freshman at Christopher Newport University. He's from Newport News, and that makes him the only player on the Sea Dogs roster not from Virginia Beach or Chesapeake. He's 1-1 on Scott McDonough, and he puts ball 2 outside. He is 3 outs away from getting the save and giving the Sea Dogs a 6-3 comeback victory. Ball 3 is in the dirt. 3-1 now on Scott McDonough. If you're the Greenbrier Knights, this is the man you want up. He is your best hitter. And he takes ball 4, getting on base with a leadoff walk. Andy Castro takes a visit out to the mound to talk with Austin Wells after issuing that leadoff walk to Scott McDonough.
You want to know who's up now? Miller, Brady.
The next batter will be Brody Miller. He had an RBI ground rule double in the top of the first inning for the Knights. It was a big reason of why they had that lead at the beginning of this game. But now they are in a different position as they need him to get a hit again to keep this game alive and get a comeback in the 9th inning. Scott McDonough is on first base, and Miller watches ball 1 go outside. The 1-0 pitch from Wells, and Miller swings and misses. Austin Wells, the 1-1 pitch, and he's got Miller swinging and missing again. That outside corner fastball is working right now for Austin Wells. The 1-2 pitch, and he's got him swinging. 3 straight swinging strikes, and Brody Miller heads back to the dugout, representing the first out for the Knights in the top of the 9th.
He's 0 for 2.
0 for 2 today, Kenny Shadle comes up to bat, trying to keep the Knights' night alive. And Shale watches strike 1 go by. McDonough's on first. But all the Knights need right now is base runners. Shale takes ball 1 outside. Wells, the 1-1. Puts it in the dirt for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it catches the outside corner for strike 2. Austin Wells throwing that outside corner fastball. The 2-2 pitch. Did he go? No, he did not. And the count goes full.
Well, it's got to be 90. So we put jacket on.
The full count on Kenny Shadle. And he's got him swinging. Austin Wells, 2 straight strikeouts. He got Miller swinging, and then Shadle back to back. And the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs are an out away from completing the comeback and opening their homestand
Are you sure this isn't
with a win.
because they're calling him walk? See?
The pitch is outside for ball 1.
They have. They wrote their pitchers wrong.
Remind him when you're on.
It's probably Walker Fuller. That's 2 right now. Jack Tone or something Tone.
Tone takes strike 1 looking, and the count is 1-1.
So this is Walker Fuller.
The 1-1 pitch to Tone is outside.
It's way too late now.
2-1 count on Jake Tone, and he leaves it up for ball 3.
Does the lineup card say 27?
The lineup card has 4 pitchers listed. So I thought
That's what's the
this
last
is
one.
their 4th pitcher.
Wells, the 3-1,
Should I
and he walks Tone.
Pitcher they have listed is
Tone goes to first, McDonough goes to second, and Austin Wells has 2 outs with runners on first and second.
Diego Ortiz?
Diego Ortiz comes to the plate. He represents the tying run, and he takes strike 1. Wells 0-1 on Diego Ortiz. Ortiz tips it, and it'll be strike 2.
See? Walk.
The Sea Dogs, a strike away from completing the comeback victory. The pitch, got him looking! 3 strikeouts in the top of the 9th. And the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs complete the comeback and take the game 6-3. They were the better team all night. After battling back from a bad first inning, they get the game 6-3 and win the first game at Lakewood Park for the 2023 Tidewater Summer League season.
Pitcher, and then it changes him for all three of the prior at bats. So that was clutch.
Well, that will be it here on Tidewater Summer League Baseball. I'm Josh Davis. Thank you for listening. And to everyone, have a good night.